The girl who changed a millionaire's heart. The cold wind howled through the city streets, weaving between towering skyscrapers and dark alleyways. In a dimly lit corner near a convenience store, Sophia, a 16-year-old girl with tattered clothes and hopeful eyes, huddled beneath an old blanket. Life had never been kind to her, but she refused to let hardship steal her kindness. Just a few blocks away, Ethan Carter, a self-made millionaire, stormed out of an upscale restaurant. His phone buzzed with notifications, angry investors, failing deals, and a long, bitter message from his ex-wife. He had everything money could buy but nothing that made life worth living. Frustrated and lost in thought, he stepped onto the street, right as a speeding taxi ran a red light. Sophia, sitting on the curb, noticed him just in time. Without thinking, she lunged forward, grabbing his coat and yanking him back with all her strength. The taxi screeched past, missing him by mere inches. Ethan stumbled, his breath heavy, his heart pounding. He turned to face his rescuer, expecting a bystander or perhaps a concerned stranger. Instead, he saw a frail girl, no older than 16, staring up at him with wide, tired eyes. "Are you okay, mister?" Sophia asked, her voice laced with genuine concern. Ethan swallowed hard. He had been so consumed by his problems that he hadn't even seen the danger. "Why yeah. You just saved my life." Sophia gave him a small, reassuring smile. "That's good. Be careful next time." And just like that, she turned away, gathering her worn blanket around her shoulders. Ethan was stunned. No expectations, no demands, just pure selflessness. He glanced at her thin frame, the way she rubbed her hands together for warmth. She had saved him, yet she was the one who needed saving. "Wait," Ethan called after her. "Do you have a place to stay?" She hesitated, then shook her head. "Not really. But I'll be fine. Always am." Something inside Ethan shifted. He had spent years chasing wealth, believing money was the only currency that mattered. But at that moment, he realized kindness was worth far more than any dollar in his bank account. The next day, everything changed. The next morning, Sophia awoke in the same cold alley, but something was different. A sleek black car pulled up beside the sidewalk, and Ethan Carter stepped out. He was holding a steaming cup of coffee and a warm bag of food. "Good morning," he said, offering her the meal. Sophia blinked in confusion. "You came back." Ethan smiled. "You saved my life. It's only fair I try to change yours." Over the next few weeks, Ethan didn't just give her food, he gave her a chance. He paid for her to stay in a small apartment, enrolled her in school, and even introduced her to his business connections who could help her build a future. But what truly shocked him was Sophia's gratitude. She didn't demand luxury, didn't act entitled. Instead, she helped other homeless kids she knew, sharing whatever she had. One evening, as they sat in his office, looking over scholarship applications, Ethan said, "I've built companies worth billions, but nothing has ever felt as important as this." Sophia smiled. "Because helping people is the best investment you can make." A life forever changed. Ethan Carter became a different man, not because he lost his wealth, but because he finally understood its true purpose. Sophia's one selfless action didn't just save his life, it saved his soul. Years later, a grown-up Sophia stood on stage, receiving a degree in social work. In the audience, Ethan watched with pride. She had once been a girl with nothing, yet she had taught him the greatest lesson of all: true wealth isn't measured by what you have, but by what you give. And in that moment, Ethan knew, he had never been richer.